The history of Machu Picchu. Introduction. The wonder of the Andes. High in the mist-covered peaks of the Peruvian Andes lies one of the most extraordinary creations of human ingenuity. Machu Picchu, often referred to as the lost city of the Incas, resting nearly 2,130 meters, 7,970 feet above sea level. This breathtaking citadel has captivated the world with its stunning stone architecture, mystical atmosphere, and enduring mysteries. For centuries, hidden from the outside world, Machu Picchu lay abandoned, swallowed by jungle, and forgotten even by the Spanish conquistadors who toppled the Inca Empire. Its rediscovery in 1911 transformed it into one of the most iconic archaeological treasures on Earth. But the story of Machu Picchu is far more than just the tale of a forgotten city rediscovered. It is the story of the Inca civilization at its height, the vision of an emperor who dreamed of a sacred retreat among the clouds, and the genius of engineers who tamed one of the world's most difficult landscapes. It is also the story of mystery, of unanswered questions about why it was built, why it was abandoned, and how it continues to endure as one of the greatest testaments to human achievement. The Inca civilization, foundations of a mountain empire. To understand Machu Picchu, one must first understand the civilization that created it. The Inca Empire, known as Tawantinsuyu in the Quechua language, was the largest empire in pre-Columbian America. Emerging from the highlands of Peru in the early 13th century, the Incas expanded rapidly during the 15th and early 16th centuries, creating a dominion that stretched across modern-day Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina. At its peak, the Inca Empire ruled over more than 10 million people, united by a sophisticated system of administration, a network of roads that rivaled those of Rome, and an ideology centered on the divine authority of the Sapa Inca, the emperor. Unlike many other great empires of history, the Incas achieved this without a written language, iron tools, or the wheel. Instead, they relied on oral traditions, intricate textiles, and the quipu, a system of knotted strings used for record-keeping. The Incas were master builders, known for their ability to carve massive stones with precision and fit them together without mortar. Their temples, fortresses, and cities were designed to withstand earthquakes, rain, and the shifting geology of the Andes. More importantly, they were deeply spiritual people who believed the mountains were sacred. To them, the towering peaks of the Andes were not obstacles but living beings, apus, or mountain spirits, that shaped their worldview and inspired their architecture. Within this rich cultural and spiritual context, Machu Picchu was conceived. The vision of Pachacuti, architect of Machu Picchu. Historians largely agree that Machu Picchu was built during the reign of Pachacuti Inca Yupanqui, the ninth ruler of the Inca Empire, who came to power around 1438. Pachacuti is often regarded as the architect of the empire, a visionary leader who expanded Inca rule from a small kingdom in the Cusco Valley into a vast dominion. Legend says Pachacuti was both a conqueror and a dreamer. He envisioned cities that would reflect the power and spirituality of the Inca state. Around the mid-15th century, he ordered the construction of Machu Picchu, possibly as a royal estate, a religious sanctuary, or both. Why was this remote location chosen? Scholars suggest multiple reasons. Strategic geography. Machu Picchu lies on a ridge between two mountains, Machu Picchu, Old Peak, and Huayna Picchu, Young Peak. The site is naturally defended, with sheer cliffs on three sides and the Urubamba River encircling it below. Sacred landscape. The mountains surrounding Machu Picchu align with important celestial and natural features. The Incas often built their sacred sites in places where earth and sky seem to meet. Royal retreat. It may have been Pachacuti's private estate, a retreat from Cusco, the bustling capital. Here, the emperor and his court could conduct ceremonies, rest, and oversee agricultural innovations. Whatever its purpose, the creation of Machu Picchu was a monumental undertaking, blending religious vision with extraordinary engineering. Construction. Engineering genius of the Incas. Building Machu Picchu in such a rugged environment required skill and ingenuity. The Incas faced steep cliffs, unpredictable weather, and seismic activity. Yet they turned these challenges into opportunities. Stonework. The most striking feature of Machu Picchu is its stone architecture. The Incas practiced ashlar masonry, a method of fitting stones so precisely that not even a blade of grass can slip between them. They carved and shaped granite blocks using only stone and bronze tools, then set them in place without mortar. This technique made their structures both beautiful and earthquake-resistant. Terracing and agriculture. Surrounding the city are hundreds of agricultural terraces. These were not only for farming, but also for stabilizing the steep slopes and preventing landslides. The terraces used layers of stone, gravel, and soil to ensure proper drainage, an ingenious system that kept the city safe during heavy rains. Water systems. Machu Picchu also boasts an advanced hydraulic system. Engineers built canals, fountains, and drainage channels to supply fresh water and control runoff. A natural spring on the site was carefully harnessed to provide clean water for residents and ceremonial use. Urban layout. The city is divided into two main sectors, the agricultural sector with its terraces, and the urban sector with its temples, plazas, and dwellings. Within the urban sector, archaeologists have identified about 200 structures, including the Temple of the Sun, a circular temple aligned with the June solstice sunrise. The Room of the Three Windows, possibly representing the Inca origin myth of three brothers. The Intihuatana stone, a carved granite stone thought to be an astronomical clock or ritual device for tracking the sun. The layout of Machu Picchu reflects not only practical needs but also cosmology, aligning with the cardinal directions and sacred mountains. Life in Machu Picchu, society, culture, and religion. Although small compared to Cusco, Machu Picchu likely housed between 500 and 750 residents, mostly members of the Inca elite, priests, and attendants. Life here revolved around agriculture, religion, and the service of the royal household. Agriculture and food. Terraces produced crops such as maize, potatoes, and quinoa. Llamas and alpacas were used for transport, wool, and sometimes food. The surrounding forests and rivers provided wild resources, complementing cultivated products. Religion and rituals. Religion permeated every aspect of Inca life. At Machu Picchu, priests conducted ceremonies to honor the sun god Inti, the moon goddess, and the mountain spirits. The Intihuatana stone may have served as a ritual device, connecting heaven and earth. Human and animal sacrifices, though rare, were part of Inca religious practice. Daily life. Most of the population consisted of attendants, artisans and farmers who supported the elite. Women wove textiles while men worked the terraces and maintained the city. The emperor and priests likely visited seasonally, rather than living there permanently. Mysteries of the Lost City. Despite extensive research, Machu Picchu remains shrouded in mystery. Key questions include: purpose. Was it a royal retreat, a sacred pilgrimage center, or both? Abandonment. Why was it deserted in the 16th century? Some suggest disease brought by Europeans. Others point to political shifts after Pachacuti's death. Intihuatana stone. Its exact function is still debated: calendar, ritual altar, or astronomical observatory. These mysteries only add to the allure of Machu Picchu, making it one of the world's most enigmatic archaeological sites. The Spanish conquest and abandonment. When the Spanish arrived in Peru in 1532, they quickly toppled the Inca Empire. Yet remarkably, they never found Machu Picchu. Its remote location and hidden paths kept it safe from looting and destruction. By the mid-16th century, however, the site was abandoned. Some historians believe smallpox and other European diseases devastated its population even before the Spanish reached the area. Others argue that after the Inca resistance collapsed, Machu Picchu lost its strategic and ceremonial significance. For nearly 4 centuries, it lay hidden in the jungle, known only to local villagers who farmed nearby. Rediscovery by Hiram Bingham in 1911. The modern world rediscovered Machu Picchu thanks to Hiram Bingham, a Yale University professor and explorer. In 1911, guided by local farmers, Bingham climbed the ridge and encountered the ruins covered in vegetation. He was stunned by what he saw. Bingham believed he had found the legendary Lost City of the Incas, described in Spanish chronicles. Although later research showed that this title more accurately applied to Vilcabamba, Machu Picchu nevertheless became a symbol of Inca civilization. Over the following years, Bingham conducted excavations, cleared the site, and sent artifacts to Yale controversially, as Peru later demanded their return. His publications and photographs introduced Machu Picchu to the world, sparking global fascination, archaeological studies, and preservation efforts. Since Bingham's rediscovery, archaeologists have studied Machu Picchu extensively. Research has revealed its engineering brilliance, social structure, and astronomical alignments. However, preservation has been a constant challenge. Heavy tourism, natural erosion, and environmental changes threaten the site. In 1983, UNESCO declared Machu Picchu a World Heritage Site, recognizing both its cultural and natural significance. Strict regulations now limit the number of visitors and protect fragile areas. Peruvian authorities, international organizations, and local communities continue to work together to preserve this treasure for future generations. Machu Picchu today: tourism, challenges, and legacy. Today, Machu Picchu is one of the new 7 wonders of the world and Peru's most visited tourist attraction, drawing over 1 million visitors annually. The journey to Machu Picchu, whether by train from Cusco or the legendary Inca Trail, has become a pilgrimage for travelers from around the globe. Yet this popularity comes at a cost. Overcrowding, pollution, and climate change threaten the fragile site. Authorities have imposed limits on daily visitors and introduced timed entry systems to reduce impact. Despite these challenges, Machu Picchu endures as a symbol of resilience, ingenuity, and mystery. It stands not only as a reminder of the Inca Empire's greatness, but also as a lesson in how human societies can live in harmony with nature. Conclusion: the eternal symbol of Inca civilization. Machu Picchu is more than just an ancient city. It is a living connection to the past, a masterpiece of engineering, and a spiritual sanctuary that continues to inspire awe. From its creation under Pachacuti, through centuries of obscurity, to its rediscovery and global recognition, Machu Picchu embodies the triumphs and mysteries of the Inca world. Its terraces, temples, and stones whisper stories of a civilization that understood the rhythms of the earth and sky, and built a city where both could unite. Even as scholars debate its secrets, Machu Picchu remains an enduring wonder, an eternal symbol of humanity's ability to dream, to build, and to leave behind a legacy that transcends time.